Why use concatenate versus in Excel? I noticed that, exec microsoftexcel, an amp, arg, an amp, arg2, is essentially the same as, equals concatenate exec microsoftexcel, arg, arg2, including the ability to use evaluations, functions etc. What is the use case for using equals concatenate versus an amp?
It's for people who like to type more. Probably the same audience that does things like equals sum, A1, A2, A3 instead of equals A1, A2, A3. Yes, these people exist, and I don't know why they do that. It also provides wonderful opportunities to create your very first user-defined function with BER to create something more useful than concatenate. Excel 2016, with an Office 365 subscription, has a new function called TextJoin, which takes a delimiter and arranges arguments and is a lot faster than typing out the ampersands and the delimiters as text strings. Now, that is useful.
It's probably because they're using the insert function button. I sometimes do this when I'm eating with my left hand and am just doing some low-level formulas, or when I'm using a touch device and couldn't be bothered switching between the symbols, letters, and numbers on the touch screen.
It has only historical and compatibility reasons. Former versions of Excel didn't support one format, and other spreadsheet tools, like Google Docs, Apple Numbers, or OpenOffice, didn't support the other one. Choose whichever you prefer. Note that depending on your save format, Excel needs more space to save concatenate than an AMP.
In my opinion, the selective use of concatenate and ampersands can lead to clearer formulas. This concatenation of address details, using a mixture of concatenate and amp, seems clearer to me. Than the exclusive use of an amp. And the exclusive use of concatenate. Then again, I'd argue that a UDF-like build address would be a better solution, and would be better placed to handle the subtleties of address formatting in internationalization domains, although I haven't implemented that. But perhaps another example, that includes the use of an amp, within the string literal, better demonstrates the difficulty of reading a formula that forces itself to exclusively use operators. Might be better written as. But the performance is what matters, and depending upon the number of arguments being concatenated, and the length of each argument, the concatenate function would appear to outperform the concatenation operator by a factor of between 4 and 6. Admittedly, this example is extreme, with 255 arguments being concatenated 10,000 times. I do not recommend using an argument string length greater than 32, or you may run out of memory/crash Excel. Here's a crude timing mechanism. and the results, according to the length of the argument strings. But then, we haven't even discussed the elephant in the room. You're building a SQL command using concatenation. Don't do that. You're executing a stored procedure that accepts parameters. Unless you've sanitized your inputs, and I'm guessing you haven't, building a SQL string using concatenation is asking for a SQL injection attack. You might as well expose a UDF called Johnny Droptables.
If you want to support this channel, please consider subscribing.